Okay, so for now let's use my familiar.
Here goes.
Ah, die! Back off. Use this. Oh yeah, that takes a good chunk of health. Let's bash him again with my familiar. This is the first boss battle, so it's obviously an easy boss battle. The boss battles do get kinda hard. And it gets to the point when you're like, oh my god, how am I gonna do this? Again, this is also telling you about the defending, because bosses do have powerful attacks like this. And that red number actually means I do lose health. It means the amount of health I lose as well. Because although you block, you do still lose some health, which is not as much as you would. Which isn't that bad. It can give you very low on health. I haven't got. I mean, I don't normally die, guys, until quite far into the game, because it's really easy at first. Oh, magic. That's good. As you can see, it's a bigger one. It doesn't give me as much health as it would when I'm level, for example, level 20. Like, because obviously for me now, 4 was a big one. 4 magic points is quite a lot. I've only got 19 magic. A small one probably only give me 1 or 2. Yeah, there's a small one there. It probably only give me 1 magic. So yeah, look on it, boy. The big lump's only gonna knackered himself. Now's your chance to give him a proper walloping. Yeah, as you can see, if I'll go and pick it up now, it'll only give me a bit of health. Oh, it gave me more than a big one. That was a bit weird. Yeah, they usually don't give you that much. It usually gives you less than a big one. But in that case, it seems to give me more. I don't know why. Oh, and a gold one. The gold glims are basically telling me now. They basically, each character has their own special ability. And they also restore all your health, and they give you their own special ability. And it's basically a massive power attack. And I'll show you what they are now. He's doing it now. This is Burning Heart. And basically it makes a massive fire which will kill the enemy now. It doesn't kill all the enemies instantly. But it does kill, but if it's, for example, a smaller enemy, it moves like instantly. It just does a lot of damage to them basically, but they are quite rare. So basically in boss battles, you'll be in boss battles. It's quite, you will get quite a few in boss battles. Sometimes 2 or 3 in one boss battle, but in normal fights, very rarely. Maybe I've had possibly 4 or 5 in the entire game I played so far. Crikey, that was a close run thing, man. The Guardian, he headed toward the deepest part of the wood. Do you think he's back to normal now? Your guess is as good as mine, man, but that weird look in his eyes had gone at least. I reckon he'll probably take some time out to get his head around together, and he'll be right back to the old gardening. Gardening. You get it? Gardening? No. But what made him all screwy like that? You don't think it was? Of course everything was. Hatches are written all over it. We'd best watch our backs if we visit any more forests. Saying that, you get guardians everywhere. Anyway, we did what we came to do. We'd best get back to the old tree face, eh? Sure, let's go. Okay. So, yeah. You unlock stories as well, which I never read.
You did well to calm the Guardian of the Woods. And I found what I was looking for. But first, a gift, by way of thanks.
Gee.
You were on a roll, by here, man.
I entrust to you one of my closest companions, the Telling Stone. His knowledge of our world rivals even my own. I thought he might help you on your journey. I'm sure if you ask him nicely, he will tell you anything you wish to know. And the other thing, the locket. This is what you came here for, is it not? It is a vessel for fragments of the human heart. To rescue the heartbroken, you will need the locket and the spells required to use it. I will give you those as well.
Thank you so much, Old Father Oak.
Such a well-mannered child. Unlike some I could mention.
What? All right. Ta back, face.
Some things are as unchanging as the forest. No matter. You had best be on your way. Now, boy, you must come and see me from time to time, and tell me of your travels. I look forward to hearing of your progress.
Yes, sir.
Let's be off, shall we? Time to head back to Ding Dong Dell and mend a broken heart.
Okay.
Okay, now basically the telling stone is basically your health menu. I never use it. I never used it in the normal game, and I'll most likely never use it now. I think there's one point he pops up by himself to tell you something, but it's something you can't prevent, and you'll see when it is. But yeah, I was going to obviously do another LP of another game, but I didn't, because I wanted to do this. And remember, it was because I don't know if I've mentioned this already. I mentioned it definitely when I was recording it beforehand, before it didn't work. But I wouldn't have done it unless I didn't think this game was good enough. Because what I like about this game, well, I suppose if you're, emotional enough really to play this game, you might cry in some moments, because this game can be quite sad. I mean, as you can already tell, his mother's died. I mean, if you're emotional, you would have cried at that point. You know, you can laugh, be happy. This game will make you laugh, I admit. Drippy, this guy here, this freaking guy here, is bloody awesome. I love this guy. He's amazing. He's my favourite. As of now, he's my favourite non-playable character in a video game. Solid Snake is my favourite playable character. And I'm not counting people like the Dragonborn and stuff like that, and the Warden from Dragon Age and all that. I mean, because I wouldn't count them as proper characters, because you make them yourself and all that. And nobody liked Hawk from Dragon Age 2. Nobody liked him. Oh no, he got an attack on me because I tried to run away. Yeah, you see me sneak attack on them. This is them sneaking attack on me.
Let's go!
Basically, it's the way round. Basically, I can't attack until that thing goes. I can attack now. I'm going to give him a walloping for doing that. Yeah, see how powerful I am now compared to these guys. See, I'm just smacking them in. One hit attack. This is when I get overpowerful for them. I'm overpowerful for now for them. Because in games like the Elder Scrolls, the enemies level up with you, so it can never be too easy. On this, it's basically areas. Certain areas are really easy, certain areas are really hard, but you can't often access areas for different reasons until you get to a certain level. Well, not a level, but more or less get to some point in the game. By that time, you most likely be a high enough level. If that makes sense, kind of thing. That's basically how this game works.
Let's do it!
And it will get to the point when enemies will actually run away from you. They won't run after you, which I like as well. So, example, if I'm part 40, which I am not actually in at all, I'm not part level 40 yet. Not even on my my normal level, I'm level 36 or something like that. So if I get to that level, and say I met one of these creatures, they would leg it, because I could kill these creatures I could kill these creatures easily. With a wand, I could hit them in one hit. Because they'd be too scared of me. They'd run. Literally. That's what happens at this point. I'm level 36 and these creatures run away from me. Even in the next area, they'll run away from me. In the area after that, they run away from me. It gets to that point in the game.
We
you
can
can
do
still run
this.
after them and get them in the XP and stuff. Because you don't get like 5 XP in fights in the end. You get like 4 XP in fights. That kind of thing. At the end, near the end, or like near the middle of the game. So, because like you will notice that I am getting more XP than I was before. Because I was only getting like 2 XP before. Now I'm getting like 8 XP and all that, which isn't much more, but it will increase. So we're heading back to Ding Dong Dell. Amend a broken heart. Sorry, I couldn't resist saying that. Oh, Drippy. Oh, Drippy is absolutely freaking awesome.